Excuse me. Oh, man. I know I muted for it, but excuse me if you watch me coughing my lungs out on camera. Well, we got no luck trying to get a sword, but we just have the rest of Act 5 to get through, and then we can grind cows. Hopefully, by the end of this stream, I'll have what I want to be able to start the Sork. I hope. But I've said that for the last couple streams, praying for the RNG needed. Damn. That was actually kind of spicy. I didn't realize some of my followers were dying, or my minions were dying, and then I had less minions fighting, and... The damn piercing spells are always the worst. Oh, Crystal Sword! Yup. Aw, 2-socket. Never lucky. Actually, you know what I should do? I should re-keybind. Right now, my stream mute key is the key that brings up my, like, potion thing. Typically, it's okay, because if I mute and then I press it again to unmute, it lowers it, but... I could just change the keybind since I don't use that keybind much at all. and then I don't even have to worry about it happening in the first place anymore. Dough belt. I have a weird, like, I never had it checked out by a doctor or anything, but a weird tick with my throat where after I eat, especially if I eat anything like a little scratchy, I have to clear my throat like a million times, so I'm doing my best. You may have heard me a few times, like, in other streams clearing my throat. Sometimes I forget, but I try to do my best to mute for it. Wait, no way am I already here, right? I got the pop-up about rescuing Anya. Is she here? Oh my god, I think this is... yeah. Frozenstein or whatever is here. We got 2 sets of, snow drifters, though. Plated belt. That could be fancy. Oh. I didn't realize he was cold enchanted till he went boom. Alright. Anya. Oh, we made a portal at, like, the exact same time. We're twinsies. No, not very good. Did I put something? I did put a helmet in here. Alright, off to the doorway to the next zone. Which... I guess we'll continue on from here. I thought about going, like, the other direction, but... hopefully it's not down there. It's gonna suck if it is. But I'm gonna bank on the idea that it's not and go this way. genuinely didn't think I'd be getting this character all the way to hell, but I ended up, I mean, basically doing it. Who knows? Maybe I get the sword before I get there, but I probably would just start over if I got the sword and make the Sorc. I was gonna say maybe I'd push through. It depends on how close I am. Like, if I'm headed to Vale, I'll just finish. But if I'm, like Ancient's Plateau or something like that, then I'll just find the waypoint and leave. Problem for another day. Flawless Topaz. Topazies make me happy. Will my map be safe if I beat Nightmare and then just make a Nightmare game and I don't make a Hell game? Will my map still be there, or will they be reset? I wonder. I would imagine I'd have to actually enter Hell for the maps to reset, right? Unless just beating the campaign does reset them, I guess. Who knows? Suppose we might find out. How are we looking on keys? We are full. Okay. A Flamburger. There's the waypoint. I'll take that. Another white broadsword on the ground over there. We already have one saved to Laswith, just in case. Just in case we really give up. Where'd you come from? Oh, I didn't even realize I misclicked the evil urn. Freeze. Might be some Sigons. Wouldn't mind getting me a Sigon set for, like, my Barbalt or something. Or even, it'd be pretty nice even for, like, the Paladin, I think, early on. I definitely won't have the set by the time I play the sword, so even if it was good for that, I wouldn't even. 13 all res. I mean, since it's already 4-socket, I'll save it. Just in case. An early spirit for leveling is a level 15 requirement, which means Spirit and a shield, is that only level 25, just like the weapon? But it's normally just you can't get a 4-socket. So could I use Spirit, weapon, and shield? Like, super early on a Paladin? Compared to other classes? I mean, the runes are pretty easy to get for it, so if I don't... I could probably Google the answer first, though. I was gonna say I could just make it and find out. I could probably find the answer on Google as well. We're actually gonna turn back. I do think there's a chest over there, but I want to try to get to cows now that we're getting so close. I normally was killing everything because that's just more chances for the sword I'm looking for, but I kind of want to just try and move things along a little bit here. Nightmare Cows will be a pretty good place to farm up a bit. I guess the bad thing about cows is even that map is going to be saved, right? In offline, which means usually that's how I tell if I've, like, cleared it. Like, obviously I'll just, like, run circles around it and stuff like that, but... And just try my best to pay attention to where I've explored and stuff like that, but I feel like I could find myself more easily retreading ground if the map is fully discovered than if I'm, like, finding it for myself, but obviously that's, like, pretty much the only... I'd say that's almost the only con to having maps discovered. It has so much more perks to it that it makes it worth that con. It's gonna be crazy if I thought that pathway up there was like a little treasure area because it looked like one, but if it was actually the way to the next zone, that'd be wild. A big mistake. Nah, here we go. We're good. Frozen Tundra. Okay, so the question is... do we just haul ass? Let's go, my minions. Clear it all. Man. The amount of whites I've found. If only they just had the damn sockets, man. Another white broadsword. I have seen so many of them in Nightmare, but only like a couple actually had sock. Oh, shit. We're gonna need to clean inventory here shortly, but yeah. We found so many broadswords, crystal swords, and long swords that are white, like 5 times as many that have sockets on our run through Nightmare. It's just been teasing the shit out of us. Let's clean out our inventory before we continue, though. We also, before we probably try to make it to cows, but before we start grinding cows, we need to do some muling again. We're getting close to being full on runes. Our gems are starting to get stacked up, and 18 to energy, level 23. I think I'll save it. No, I'm getting more reses and nicer things from my current belt. Yep, and that did end up being Sigons. Nice. One piece of Sigons down. Let us continue. Good thing is that one, like, half day I took off from streaming, actually. I don't know if that's the reason why, or just my throat cleared itself up. But My throat isn't hurting as much as it was the other night. My introverted ass isn't used to talking so much, but I try to narrate so much of my gameplay and talk on stream and stuff like that, even if no one's here, just that I end up hurting my own throat. Why I've been toning it back a little bit. There's a few times where I try to just kind of vibe and play here and there, but then I go on little tangents again. I'm pretty excited to get like a Sorc going and geared and not like, because obviously I know Sorcs are always floppy, but I think mine was exceptionally floppy. Like, I don't even know... No, maybe I did get an Ancient's Pledge and I was still floppy. I was gonna say, I don't even know if I managed to craft my Ancient's Pledge. Because I didn't know you could... For a while, I didn't know... It did take me a while to get it, because I didn't know you could vendor... a 3-socket. So I was trying to find a 3-socket shield, and I just wasn't finding one. So that took me a while to get an Ancient's Pledge just because of my lack of knowledge in that. And then when I finally did, I was still pretty floppy, but I was also, like, trying to push Hell Campaign still in my, like, early 60s. And I could have easily done like I did on my Druid and tried to farm, like, normal or something until... Or just, Act 2 Ancient Tunnels or something like that. That was a good spot for my cold Sorc. And do that until... What's it called? I could have did that until I was, you know, 80-something like my Druid was. Well, I was like 83 or something on my Druid when I pushed campaign. And just the levels and that much into, like, vitality and stuff might have helped. And maybe I would have got better gear with better resistances, because I think my Druid ended up having a lot better resistances than my Sorc ever had, too, so... All in all, moral of this whole story is I'm excited to play a Sorc and actually play it long enough to get it, like, geared rather than giving up on it early. Because, Summon Druid's been fun. But I am excited to do some other things. My alcoholicism is kicking in. Every now and then I'm sitting here watching the minions go, and I'm just like, I kind of wish I was sitting here nuking, you know? But that's actually one of the really cool things about Diablo 2 is it's actually pretty beneficial to have multiple characters leveled up, because you can have, like, depending on whatever the good terror zone is, you could have a character that can do, like, various terror zones and stuff like that, so... And you can swap between characters, and... I'm actually getting a pretty good amount of gold thanks to my belt. It's crazy how even just a little bit of gold find is, like, noticeable. Like, my belt had, like, 78%. Like, I know that's a lot. But, well, I guess one of my rings has 34% as well. But just, like, I think it's just those two items together that are giving it to me. And, oh, no, never mind. I have another 50% from Rhyme now. I forgot. Yeah, so I guess I do have a decent amount of gold find, but I'm starting to get, like, piles of, like, 5k. Pretty sweet. Can't imagine the, one of you guys in chat was telling me about how your gold find barbs have like 1400%. It's wild. It's so much. It's like 15 times more than what I have or some shit. And I already feel it. I can't imagine 15x. Let alone it being on a barb with find item, which I think gets you even more, if I'm not mistaken. 67. That's also the crazy thing, is leveling my Sork. My Sork might be, depending on, like, if I'm able to grind players 5 the whole way through on the Sork. Like I've been able to on the Druid. I might be the same level as my Sork was, and like, I actually grinded quite a bit on Hell. Like, I think I grinded Hell Countess for quite a while. I think I started it at like 58 all the way to like 69 or something on that character. And it was like, I'm gonna be like, I'm already 67, so I'm gonna be like, you know, 68 on this character by the time I even get to Hell if my Sork is around the same level. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Damn, players 5 increasing XP gain. Wild. Can't believe all the activities I've been missing out on. I don't know that I really need to pick up bows, to be honest with you. This is a dead end, I'm just gonna turn around. We're apparently gonna be making our way. Gonna be like one of the last areas we check, apparently. Here we are, finally. Guess I should make a portal just in case I don't make it. Alright. Oh no. Guess we'll go for Matawalk first. Because we have a Fizz immune that's going to take forever to kill, because it's only going to be my Ice Wolves and my Lady. It might not be too bad. He's already taken some damage, and not all my wolves are focused on him. I just gotta take out the other two first. So that way all my cold wolves focus on him. Boom, one down. Then my birdie's on Talik next. Good thing is he's kind of the only one that's really moving. As long as things stay, if we take him down, we might not even have to really move to take down Korlik. Crazy thing is freaking Talik is so tanky. I wonder how good the if I would have made the Thorns bow. How like, do these guys count as bosses, or are they just elites? Apparently bosses, like Thorns affects bosses when they hit minions, like, way more significantly. Don't forget the sound effects. There we go. Alright. Now we can just kind of chill. Guess I don't really need to respawn my Ravens, they only do physical, so they're not doing anything here. Almost there! Oh, he's stone skin. Well, I guess that makes sense. A lot of stone skin. Really nice. Okay. I just realized, how fucked did I do? Oh well, I might be enabling the thing anyway. Oh, I'm actually really close. So with all my gear off, I'm 153 strength, so 3 more strength in, and I'll be at spirit level. And then all my extra points will be going into just straight life, which is good. Maybe next level I'll try to remember, and instead of doing, I usually do 2 into strength, 1 into, or 3 into vitality. Maybe I'll do 3 into strength, and then try to remember that I'm done with strength. It's crazy being in Nightmare and finishing that. Because a lot of my characters, I usually do roughly the same thing, where I do like 2 into strength, 3 into vitality, just so I get the strength that I need for gear as I level up. And then by the time I'm, you know, roughly 70, I have enough strength to wear a spirit shield and everything. I follow that path on a lot of characters, so... almost every one, I'm usually grinding in hell when it finishes up. It's crazy being still in Nightmare. Just a whole lot of ghouls. So tanky. I guess maybe they're life-stealing at the same time, and that's why they're feeling tankier. Plus my bear's over here soloing one, maybe if everyone worked together. Oh, he's immune to Fizz. Never mind, it's not, my bear is even being useless, actually. It's only the cold boys that are doing anything over there. And my follower. That was a slow encounter. Don't you laugh at me, Bale. Not nice. Here's the doorway to the next floor. Lightning boys. Okay, we're capped lightning res. It should be good. Ugh, I had to work so late tonight that it's gonna be such a short stream and it feels so shitty. I, like, almost feel bad. Probably only gonna be on for, what, I mean, I've already been live, what time is it? So what, 1.5, and maybe, like, 2 more hours. Unfortunate. It is what it is, though. I might change up to be able to have longer streams at night on days like this. I might try to change up my schedule a little bit for it. Alright, here's the question. Waypoint or next floor? What is this gonna be? Next floor. Do we want the waypoint? Yeah, we might as well. I mean, we are already high level, so I don't know that we would really grind this, but there is the potential. Like, we're pretty far, right? We'd have to run all the way through. Oh, it's right here. Okay, well, I don't even make excuses. That works. But Ancient Tunnels waypoint was super far away, so we'd have to run all the way through that, get back down here, and all that. So it would have been a pretty hefty run if we didn't get the waypoint. But luckily, we didn't have to go all that far. And this is going to be fun. Our minions are going to get, probably, I'm guessing these guys probably do the Decarpify just like in Act 4, so I'm sure that's going to be nice and fun for our minions. There it is. Luckily, our ravens are unaffected. So at least we got that going on. Light plate. Oh, we are full, actually. I might have to go back. I don't remember how much defense a light plate has, although I don't know that I really need any body armors. Like, I think the next stuff we're going to craft body armor-wise is probably going to be on elite bases. But we'll take a peek at it just for the hell of it. Let's head back and empty out. So many gems and things. Crap. Wish you could open that in the vendors. Light plate. Yeah, only 100 defense. That's a lot of birdies. Harpy things. Ow, ow, ow. I did not mean to run up in melee. Probably try to beat Bale. And then I think I'm gonna have to go AFK for a few minutes to use the restroom. I was gonna try to wait the 2 hours until I finished streaming, but my body's like, no thanks. They're so slow. Freaking Decrepify. That's one thing I would love to find before... I think Paladin was somewhat okay because he gets such high resistances, but before I play like a Barb again, I'd love... I don't know what the level requirement is on it, but I'd love to find like a Ravenfrost ring, or I think it's what it's called. The ring that makes it so you're, you can't be slowed. Like the chilled shit. Because that was super frustrating on the Barb. When I played my Barb before, every time I'd kill a cold enchanted guy, my life was just miserable. I wonder if Ravenfrost is one of the rings you get off Nightmare Andy, or if that's a higher end one. Okay, this is where I said I was gonna do 1, 2, 3, so we're 156. And now every level from here on out on this character can go to Vitality, as far as I know anyway. Unless I end up finding something that needs some dex, but... could be good. This is a dead end. I'm sick of these damn Decrepified guys, so I'm just gonna run away from them. Head to the next area. Embossed plate. I'm pretty sure embossed plate actually sells pretty well. 324 defense. But I'm not really too worried about the money right now. We are gonna have some, like, a decent chunk of money to gamble on. I think as soon as the Sork hits 11, I'm gonna go gamble. And then, later on I'll have to level another, once I have a lot more again, I'll have to level up another character to 11. I will say I'm a little bit tempted to drop... I'll probably try it, it's fine, whatever. It is tempting to drop players back to 1 for Bale. Just because I hate this fight on Summon Druid. But it also feels kinda cheatsy to have played through it all, and then, like, give up on the final boss. But I suppose instead of thinking of it as cheatsy, I could think of it as being efficient and just getting through that so I can get to cows faster so I can grind up my weapon there on players 5. couple more guys in the corner, and then we start the waves. Alright, send my ravens on the shaman and Edaean. Nice, that wave went smoothly. See how this one goes. Depends on where they spawn their Hydra heads sometimes. They're pretty tanky, but my minions are living. Slowly picking them off. Get out of here. The new one, though. My automod blocked all the other ones, but that one got through. Oh fuck, I forgot there was one more wave. I was sitting here like, surely that long wave was the last of it. And I just stood right, and luckily they like knock you back and shit. Holy crap. Alright, go hit 70. If not off these, maybe off Bale. I thought I was gonna get a little. Oh no, maybe these will barely get me there. So much freaking loot. Hey, there it is. No, I didn't need strength. Crap. I put 1 point in. Oh well. We'll probably be enabling that command line eventually for the free respecking, and I can just remove the 1 point later. Forgot about it, like, right as I clicked it, I was like, oh wait. My Raven's already doing not too terrible a damage. Frickin' Ice Wave, I hate it so much. Oh, he frickin' cloned. God damn it. I should run away, but there's a small part of me that just wants to kill the clone. Wait, did the clone leave? Or did he teleport somewhere? I'm not gonna spawn my Heart of the Wolverine, it's fine. It's just one shot after one shot over and over again. But the good thing is if the clone is still, like, if it did teleport off somewhere and it's still over there, just not aggroed, then he might not spawn another one. I don't know how that works. A little bit under halfway, though. Not bad. Players 5 difficulty Bale, Nightmare Bale. Could have been worse. Really, it's funny, like, Players 5 makes the game harder, but you also level so fast that you're stronger. So it's like, a nice little catch there. I'm really curious to see how the sort goes early on with mana issues and then trying to play on, like, players 5, I don't know. But also, I've never played Nova either. Maybe Nova is so cracked that it'll make it easy. Would be really shitty if this ended somehow being the clone. The main body was just off chilling somewhere and I didn't realize it. No, the clone was dying much faster than this, so we should be good. Here we go. Hey, a full helm, whatever that is. We did it! Hell difficulty unlocked! But we're gonna go straight back to Nightmare and farm cows until we get a 4-socket sword. And then we're gonna go and...
Hello. I am impressed.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, it made the portal way over there. That confused me. I was like, where's my portal? Okay. Let's go back onto Nightmare and then clean out our inventory. And then the plan will be to probably mule a couple things, then use the restroom, and then yeah. Mule a couple things, use the restroom, and then start farming cows for the rest of the stream, or until I get the sword. Okay, well, we don't need this shield anymore. We've already made our 2-socket, so we don't need that. Go on our gear mule, and we'll grab a few pieces of gear out. I think these are all things I might wear on the Sork, is why they're staying there. So that clears out some space anyway. Good enough, I think. Let's make a... Morth Runes 1. Just in case I make a second Runes character. We'll name him 1. That way it's just easier to see. So... Turtle Am. So the Turtle Am, that was going to be for the edge, and then we also were going to need Tal, Thal, or Am whenever we get the sword. Other than that, I think everything can be moved for now. And we'll just jump on this character and grab it if we need it. Eventually I'll sort these, but since I'm limited on time for stream tonight, I'm not gonna sort them. Eventually I want to set a limit of like maybe 5 for each type of rune or something like that, and then just get rid of the rest or merge them if they're high tier enough. But that should leave us with a lot of room there. And then we'll jump over to our gem character, which might take us a second to sort, because we have a... We're trying to really keep this sorted in a pretty organized way. I actually don't want that perfect to come out. Or that one. Okay, so Ruby is gonna go there. Diamonds are actually staying in this inventory. These guys are good, those guys are good. Flawless Skull, I think, is going to go down here. These are going to go down here. The only bad thing about keeping some in my inventory is it's gonna get messy as I fill up on diamonds. So these are good. That can be closeted. These are good. That can go there. This can go here. These can be stashed. This can be stashed. This is actually going to go there. Okay. So these flawless are all extra. Basically just trying to keep 5 of each of the different types. We're good on rubies. Those we're good on. This might be actually easier, just comparing each type like this. Rather than filling up my whole inventory and getting all confused, so we're good on those. The good thing is once this is done, it's done, right? We don't have to do it anymore. Until we use one, and then we gotta worry about it. Okay. We'll have to make a jewel mule at some point, because we're getting kind of full on those. But that should be enough sorting for that for now. The rest of all these can be combined together. Very soon, we're not going to need to pick up anything but... Actually, no, there's still a couple we do need. But we're close to only picking up Flawless. Alright. With that done, we're going to jump back on the Druid. I think everything's sorted enough to play him. I'm going to go use the restroom real fast, guys. I might be like 3 or 4 minutes. I'll try to be quick. And then we will do cow runs for the rest of the stream until we get our weapon. And if we get our weapon, we'll start this orc. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's get started. Alright. Map is still uncovered, hell yeah. But where is the portal? Wait, what? Am I crazy? What the heck? Did my map get reset somehow? And then I did like a little bit of Stony Field? Why can't I see Trist? Didn't I be able to see the rock formations? Weird, I couldn't see the rock formations. There they are. I have heard it's good to kill, like some people do Rakanishu as a farming loop, if I can actually catch them. To try to get the... I thought I heard him say for the sword, so... I'm really curious about why my map was like that. I'm trying to remember if I had to go back to normal difficulty after starting Nightmare for anything, but I don't remember. Mo. We got a double immune boy right out the gate. Send my ravens on him, see if I can take him down. Since he's gonna be shocking all my guys, just get it over with quick. There we go. Definitely not the fastest kill speed. Alright, interesting start to Chaos. Already, like, first group was like 2 gray items, so... That's what we want to be seeing, all the gray items. Guess I should pay attention to my ravens being out. I wonder if I should lower players' difficulty a little bit for this, just to kill a tad bit quicker. I wonder what's better, players 5 or lowering it to like players 3 and maybe killing a bit faster. I don't know. To be honest, this is kind of like what the speed of like Hell Cows when I got there on my other character. It was one of the things that made me start thinking about how I need to get a different farming character up. I was like, this is a bit slow. Like, I know everything else I was doing is slow, but like, Pit actually wasn't too bad. Like, my minions kind of melted mobs in Pit. But... But cows are another story. Moo. You would try TZ. Do you think that's better for trying to get a 4-socket sword? Still waiting on that damn 4-socket sword. Bases are cows. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. At this point, I unlocked Hell. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at for this character. I'm ready to like... I'm kind of ready to have the... Hey, like a scythe. I mean, no, that's too low of a level, right? I don't know. There's no way this is the... There's no way this is gonna be the... No, I think that's a Thresher, isn't it? It's trash? Okay, I thought so. I got slightly excited over the idea of it being, whatever that... What's the one that breaks Fizz immunes? That's good on Druid. But I think that's like a Thresher or something. Unless you're making a handheld Infinity. It's ideal. Yeah, it's definitely not, definitely not what I was hoping it was gonna be. I figured it wouldn't be, though. Yeah, Reaper's Tool, that's the name I was looking for. Reaper's... Or Reaper's Toll, not Tool, I think. But yeah, the, what's it called? It is the thing that every time I play a Summon Druid, I want one, and I never end up finding one. Oh, it doesn't drop in Cow's Nightmare? Okay. I never know where things drop. I was surprised to hear Nightmare Andy here, like... I was surprised to hear how much Nightmare Andy can drop. So all bets are off now. It's weird. When I was growing up, SOJ was always like, you know, every time you looked up a build, they were like, you wear SOJ. So SOJ in my mind became this item that, you know, obviously without any real basis, but it became this item that was like far more rare. Like, because it was so popular, I assumed it was rare. So hearing that, like, the best place to farm it is, like, Nightmare Andy, it was, like, kind of shocking. Grand Charm. But yeah, we'll do a few cow runs. If we're not seeing it. You still need to do thousands of runs. Yeah. Fair. Is it thousands of runs even on, like, higher player count? Like, if you were doing, like, players 8, is it still, like, players 8 with decent magic find numbers? It's still many? Okay. Yeah, I have no gauge on, like... Other than feeling like I see a lot more white items drop, other than that, I have no gauge on, like, how good higher player count's gonna be. And obviously, I could feel the XP from leveling up. But, like, just finding, like, every pack of cows, I'm finding, like, 2 to 3 gray items, which is really... Higher player count's definitely really nice for bases. Normally, I'd get, like, 2 gray items. No, maybe, like, 5 gray items in an entire cow run. So it's, yeah, it's definitely pretty nice right now. But yeah, we'll do a couple full cow runs, and then I might just give up. And use my Laz to get the sword. Because I really want to get the sword going. Yep, it will drop right after, yep. I'll step into freaking Nightmare on my, I'll get to Nightmare on my Sork and Bloodmore. Act 1 Nightmare. We'll friggin' drop one. Yeah, I do. I just wanted to have everything ready. Don't make it before she's there? Why not? It can't drop, though. It can only drop on Nightmare. And if I level up on like Players 5 or something, I'll be 25 in like Act 3 normal. Hey, look at that, a life skiller. That's nice. Didn't expect that. Okay. What the heck? Unfortunately, it's for a character I don't plan on playing now or for a while, but... But I guess maybe now I would if I get one or two more, if I get like another one of those, then I'd strongly be considering making a Javelin Amazon. That's probably the most high, yeah, probably. I'd imagine so. That's pretty sweet. I've ID'd so many Grand Charms. That's the first skiller I've gotten online and obviously offline. I'm just starting to farm on offline in places where it could actually drop, so makes sense that way. But yeah, that's really exciting. I really like Javazon. It's a really fun build. I just obviously lean towards Sork more early because of not having Enigma and stuff. Being able to teleport on the Sork OP. Of course. I don't know why I stated the obvious, but I chose to. Gull OP. We have a lot of gold to gamble for one. I was gonna stop at level 11 on my Sork once I get there. The order of operations is get a 4-socket sword, level Sork to 11, gamble for Gull, and then continue leveling the Sork up. You farmed alone online for 6 months till you got Enigma? God damn. That's crazy. I don't expect to ever make it. Even playing offline. If I do manage to, that's sick, but... Also, how's it going, Amonos? Enigma would be awesome, never had one. Yeah, never held the Burr Rune. I've never found a Burr Rune naturally. I've gotten Enigma when I was a kid, through not so legal ways. But I don't do that shit anymore. I am pretty good myself. Traded for thousands? Damn. Yeah, unfortunately, at the end of the month, unless the announcement comes out and it doesn't end up sounding good, at the end of the month I plan on playing the new Path of Exile 1 League. So, which I think is on the 31st is when it comes out. So, I have like 16 more days of playing this, so I'm gonna get as much done in those 16 days as I can, but then after that, and yeah, I can always return. The characters will be here and everything. And I always do. I cycle through all the ARPGs, so someday I will be like, I'm in the mood for D2 again. And I'll probably try to come back to offline and, like, sometimes I have, like, this fixation of, like, when I come back to an ARPG, I want to start fresh. But it would be nice to get back into it and just start grinding, I feel like that'd be kind of nice. So hopefully I can find the motivation to just keep playing these characters that I'm making right now. You play D2 only? Yeah, I unfortunately can't bring myself to just play one game forever. I kinda envy the people that can. I just get bored after a little while. Were you only playing D2 before even Resurrected came out? Oh damn, nice. I've always been on and off. If I hear like a new ladder starting, a lot of times I'd come and play for a little bit and then quit again. Since '99, damn. I cannot imagine playing this one game for that long. That's wild. Props to you, man. That's awesome. I mean, I know plenty of people. Like, I have a friend that tries to play other games, but he always just goes back to playing. Like, he lasts on most games he tries that are new. He lasts for like maybe a couple days tops, and then he just goes back to playing Lineage 2, which is like, if you don't know what it is, it's like a older MMORPG that came out. I think it came out around the same time that WoW came out. He typically just plays like private servers from like versions of the game that are from like 2007. And he just can't find himself to enjoy more than that. You also played Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I've heard of it, but never played that one myself. I've played too many games to count. I bounce around to all sorts of things, although these days I last the longest on action RPGs. So I'd say action RPG is my main genre, but I'm not against playing other stuff like Ashes of Creation is an MMORPG in development that I'm looking forward to playing. You guys will probably see me streaming it whenever they're working on the Summoner right now. And whenever the Summoner gets released to the alpha, I'll probably be playing that for a bit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream it yet. I haven't decided. But in a couple days, Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter that's doing a playtest. And they're doing like a stress test weekend. I plan on trying the game because it's free to try during the stress test, so at least I can get a taste for it. Decide if I want to buy it or not, which I'm not a big extraction shooter fan, so I probably won't buy it. But several of my friends are playing it, and they want me to try it with them. So, haven't decided if I'm going to stream it yet, or if I'm just going to play it when I'm off stream. But yeah, action RPGs are definitely my fallback fun. I bounce between Diablo 2, Path of Exile 1, Path of Exile 2, Last Epoch. I really need to try Torchlight Infinite one of these days. There's about a... Hey, light gauntlets. And a long cow run. Player's 5 cows, they're a little tanky. Been a lot of gray items though, like a lot. So, it's good. Wait, what is cubing? How does that work? Is it just like, what's the recipe, I guess, for it? I've never done cubing. Honestly, I've been ignoring... Oh, 3 blue rings turns into a blue amulet. Oh. I did not know that. Are blue rings worth finding? Like what can roll on a blue ring that would make it be worth? Just like... Honestly, I've been kind of leaving, speaking of blue rings. 15 all-res. Oh my god, two more blue rings. as you talk about it. Yeah, I already have like a handful of castrate rings. I have like 3 or 4 10% castrate rings, I think. Or no, maybe not on offline. I think I might have like 2 castrate rings, but I guess it could have a second really good stat too, I suppose. A lot of mana, yeah. I guess getting, like, even if it's blue, getting, like, a castrate and all-res, if that's possible. I know of their existence, but I haven't really looked for any of my characters yet to see if I have, like, hit them. For Sork, it matters, gotcha. Yeah, I know, like, whenever I look up the guides, they say, like, they have, like, a breakpoint section. But I never really, like, looked too much. I kind of just assumed that I wasn't gonna have enough to hit the breakpoints, but I guess that might not be the case. I guess there is a chance that it could be the lower, like a lower amount and you don't want to go above it or something like that. It's a possibility too. But maybe it's wrong of me to just assume that I wouldn't have had enough with my crappy gear. Boy. But a simple blue ring with 10 cast can make a big difference. Yeah, I mean, I guess I stopped picking up blue rings because I already had a bunch of rings with 10% cast rate on it, so I didn't think much of grabbing anymore. I didn't think I really needed any more than that. But that's just me being naive. Gotta grab them all. I need inventory space. I guess I have some room in my... from my cubes so we can keep going a bit longer. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. I just wasn't sure what stats to be looking for on them, since I already have like my FCR rings, but I guess finding like double stat ones would probably be worth it. Or high mana, magic find, things like that, probably. Maybe. Cube them on your highest tune. Okay. Which will probably be this character for a while. Get any good drops today? Were you here for the Javelin? The Javelin. Yep. Javelin. The Javazon Skiller. I tried it on my online character for cows, and the cows didn't reflect all that much damage. Like, they were out regenning the reflect. I have yet to try it for bosses like Duriel, though, where I've heard the edge bow would really shine. Gotcha, here, I'll go clean up my inventory and show you. Maybe I should buy that back. It's only 10% for a Grand Charm, but if I really start, like, MFing, it might be worth it. Oh man, I am so full. You used to use that on your summon, Necro. Nice. Yeah, I love the idea of thorns. I just tried it on when I tried it online on my character that's like level 84 or whatever. And I went into Hell Cows and tried it there. I would literally watch their health just go like down and then regen back up, down and regen back up while they're hitting my minions. So it felt so minimal. I had a Harmony bow on my Merc with, like, insane damage. Like, it tripled my damage over my edge bow. So I found my Merc was killing things way faster than what the Reflect Aura was doing. So I decided to go back to the Harmony bow for after that. This right here. I got this just like 20-30 minutes ago. If even that long. Pretty spicy. Right? Yeah, pretty nice. Amazon next tune, hey. Yeah, I mean, if I find too much good Amazon gear, it will be very tempting to make one. I love farming cows too, so like getting like a cow farming, like I know Javazon's super good for cows. If I find a Titans do it, yeah. Never gonna find a spirit sword. Never gonna find a spirit sword. We are never gonna find a spirit sword. Because they just don't exist. Or a base for a spirit sword. It's, I think the last quest is gonna get wasted. Unfortunately. Wait, hold on, wait! It's not the base that I want. It's not the base that I want. But... Fuck. God, shit, fuck game. Pardon my French. Forgotten Tower. Well, almost time to start another run. I should definitely farm TZ Tower. Where is Forgotten? What is Forgotten Tower? Why do I not check the racks? I can try it. What's Forgotten Tower? I can't freaking remember. Oh, count. Okay, that's what I thought, but then I doubted myself. Yeah, we might have a few more cows over here in like the center area that I didn't clear. We'll make sure they're cleaned up, and then we'll go try one of those runs. Yeah, I think that is it. A white longsword. Not what we want. Alright, we'll clean out inventory and then we'll head over to the Forgotten Tower. Yeah, I probably should have kept a amethyst. I put my amethyst on my gem mule. I probably should have kept a couple of them on this character when I... Oh wait, I have some on my personal tab apparently. Well, that works. mean, things definitely die faster here. Refilling shrine. Yeah. I checked it. Kind of have a hard time seeing the, some of the racks. Zambi head. Good old Zambi head. Came from there. Not much on this floor. I'm telling you, man, it's kind of crazy. When I actually want to kill things on these floors, I feel like there's no mobs. It felt the same way when I was running terrorized zones on Hell. It was like I always had to fight through so many enemies when I didn't want to fight through enemies, and then when I do want to fight enemies, every floor is just empty. It's like they know. They're hiding. Guy that. The mobs can sense the confidence. They're like, oh shit. He's here to kill us. I already have one 4-socket flail. I don't think I need more than one saved. I could be wrong, though. Use Telly to jump. Wait, should I just be rushing Countess? I figured since it was a TZ zone, I should just be clearing all the mobs. Should I not be? That's the only reason I wasn't using Telly. I was just trying to full clear it. Just when it's blocked. Wait, what do you... I'm confused. Go for boss packs. Well, my keybinds are all fucked up. Don't mind me. I was trying to teleport to make my minions frickin' come to me. But it turns out that my teleport is no longer on my weapon swap right click where it used to be. So then I just ran around in a circle like an idiot. Not me to pick that up either. Holy items, what the heck? Just a frickin' explosion out of that chest. Wait, did I just go back up? Crap. Yep, I was just clearing the mobs before I went in there and checked. I keep clicking items that I do not want. Oh shit, there was a ring. Dude, it looks so fun. You might have to make one. It is a fun experience, yeah. As you saw, I mean, obviously you've been watching me. You know it's not the fastest in the world, but it's fun. Alright. Hey, 16% MF all res. If I don't need FCR on something, that's really nice. We'll put that one in our save items tab. I don't know what our teleport staff looks like. Let's, we have bunny on us? Yeah, let's repair. We were using it a lot earlier, and then I don't know if I ever repaired it after that. We're level 72. Not bad. Turns out the journey to getting a 4-socket sword is going to take me to level 99 to get one. Just kidding. I don't know if these unmarked graves are worth kicking. Definitely a, maybe I'm just bad at being efficient with running this, which is probably the case. But I think cows were better for finding this stuff. Oh shit, I already been here. Speaking of being inefficient. And now I'm blocked by the door and can't get back out. What the rack? Armor rack. Ow, ow, ow. Damn blood slime being rude. Yeah, I did it again. Wait, no. No, I didn't. We're good. Still haven't seen me die once. Yeah. Yep, slow but safe as hell. It's like, honestly, that's why I made this character to level through campaign. If a campaign is so damn easy on this character. Where did I die? I think I did die once on this character, and I can't remember why. I can't remember what I did. Maybe I went AFK for 3 hours. That's funny. Okay, after we finish this run, we're gonna do one more cow run, which takes a chunk of time, and then I'm gonna have to go for the night. But if we don't get one, we're just gonna use the damn Laz quest. Is 33 all-res on a low-level Pally shield worth keeping? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's a chance for it not to have all res, and it can roll anywhere between like 5 and 45. Ideally, you want to find like a 45 one, but also ideally you want, at least for a smiter, you want it on an elite base. For a not smiter, it doesn't really matter. Not for smite, but yes for hammers. Okay. I'll hold on to it. Bull Helm. Wait, didn't we already find one of those? I mean, it could be a different one. It doesn't have to be the same one we've already gotten. Save it. It's decent. Yeah, I'll save it. Superior Crystal Sword. Fuck. I might grab that, even though I probably shouldn't do the cube recipe on that. No, maybe I shouldn't grab it. No. Wait. Hold on, what did I just sell? I thought I sold that Grand Charm, but I didn't. But I swear I just sold something, didn't I? No, I guess nothing relevant. I guess I just forgot to sell the Grand Charm. What the heck? I'm getting tired. Alright, we're gonna do... We're gonna do one cow run and then sleep. For some reason, my Tryst location doesn't save, but I think it's over here. Based off memory, yeah. But the map does not like to save the Tryst location at all. All right. Let's go, sword. Let's go. Boom, boom. This is the final countdown before my poor Laz quest gets wasted. There's a cow in here that has my sword, I know it. The 6th pack. Quite possibly. I don't even know how to keep track of that well. We can just kinda YOLO the pack counting. We'll count whenever we finish, like, killing a group. Like, we had another group run up on us here, but I think we'll just keep counting that as one pack. Until we have to move forward and fight again. Oh, another Aaron shield. You guys are tanky. Oh, we got another white broadsword. We'll keep that. Maybe we'll do one. Maybe we'll do one cube attempt before we Laz. Oh my god, another one. I don't even think I have enough amethysts. Frickin' A. All the white, dude, I found so many white broadswords and like crystal swords. They just do not want to drop as gray. This is a lot of cows. What the heck? Yo, they're overrunning. They're like completely circling my minions. They're bullying me. Frickin' rude. No problem for a Javazon, right? Oh man, I'm spacing out. I need to sit up. I'm gonna fall asleep leaning back in my chair. Oh look, a longsword. So we've gotten just all the whites that exist. We keep getting the bases we need, but not as 4-socket. It's crazy. Any item with corpse explode would do miracles in cows. Yeah. Oh, we just pulled another, like, massive pile of cows. Corpse Explode Necro is also one that I've always wanted to really try. I think I wasted all my luck on swords, though. I've already gotten so many. I have a feeling because of that I'm not gonna get the one in this run. I lost all my faith. He's a cow farmer. Yeah, I've heard they're pretty good. Yeah, one dies, all die. Yep. Sounds pretty cool. I almost made one, when I was playing my Sorc, like, basically when I first started on ladder, when I was playing online, I made a Sorc, and then I got annoyed by the Sorc and got off it, and made a Barb, because I had never played a Barb before, so I decided to try one. And then towards the end of normal, it just really started feeling miserable without any kind of gear. Without any kind of, like, twink gear, just shit I found on that character. And then I made a Necro, and I was like, I'm gonna try Corpse Explode. I made it towards the end of Act 1, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go back to the Sorc. And that's when I played the Sorc for a bit. That's when I got the Sorc all the way to hell. And then I died a bunch on the Sorc and made the Druid. And then towards the end of the Druid, I went back to the Sorc for a little bit, and then switched to offline, and here we are. I want that dopamine hit of a gray sword dropping again. And praying for it to be 4-socket. Alright, nothing there. $37, $63, or $105. Gotcha. What about between 37 and 63? Does that make no difference as well? Okay. So basically, if say I'm like 37, no. If I'm 47 with a 10% faster cast rate ring on, I might as well drop the faster cast rate ring for like Magic Find or Resistances or something until I get enough to reach the 63. Good ol' Hell Rune. Yeah, once we finish up this run, that's where I'll be ending stream, and then I'll probably play the Sork a little bit off stream for like 30 minutes before I sleep. But then tomorrow will probably be a full day of Sork. See how far we can get on him. Moo, moo, moo. Moo, 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 moo. Oh look, another white crystal sword. Who would have thought I'd get another white sword base? Sigh. Pocket quest them all. Yeah, I saved this broadsword. I'm gonna cube one. Another big old group of cows. Spirit will be 25 to 35, stealth is 25, so you're already guaranteed a minimum 50 for there. Gotcha. Was it 63? Yeah, so I mean... I guess if I got if my spirit's a decent roll, at least, what, 28, then just one ring would get me there. Yeah. That. Oh look, a white longsword. Who would have thought I'd get another sword base white? Actual comedy at this point. Actual comedy. Oh shit. I wasn't supposed to sell that ring or that amulet. Hold on, let me just waste my money and buy it back. No one saw that. Nothing happened. It did not happen. Go money. Nothing happened. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're fine. I don't... Wait, what was the good set for attack rating if you get 2-piece? It wasn't angelic, right? I don't think so. Oh wait, is angelic ring and amulet good? Oh, it is angelic. Okay, I'll save that then. Oh, moo moo. Yeah, caster belt. Gotcha. Are those breakpoints for a certain Sork build, or is that just for every Sork build? Doesn't matter what spell you're casting. All Sork except lightning and chain lightning? Okay. You know what'd be hilarious is if the frickin' you can probably look it up, but if the frickin' TZ changed to cows next, right when I want to go to sleep, that would be hilarious. It would be so funny. I would have to stay up. It's actually hilarious. I put short stream in my title because I was like, I didn't start I had to work a little later than I wanted to, and so I ended up not starting my stream until 3, and I was like, if I want to get a good night's sleep too, I should probably be getting off at 5, so it's probably going to be like a shorter stream, probably like 2 hours. And then here we are, almost 6 AM and I'm still playing. An hour later than I wanted to stay up. Is that, you better get a 4x sword? Is that what you were trying to say? Or am I dumb and unaware of what? Sometimes I feel like I just misunderstand. Oh. Oh, I see. Rather. I see what you're saying. Rather get a 4x sword than sleep. Okay, I understand. I'm dumb. And yes, you're right. I would. I am really excited for this grind to be done so I can just... I'm really excited just to get the Sork up. I want to be... I know I have more characters I have to level after that still, but I'm excited to be, like, back in hell and grinding for a bit and stuff like that. And get my offline account built back up again. Like my online one was, where I have a character that I feel fairly comfortable farming on and stuff. That's why I'm just gonna screw it and use my last quest if I don't get it here. But we'll try to gamble an amethyst first. And cube a broadsword. Which I just muled all my runes, so I think I'll have to remember which ones I need. But I might have to get another character if I haven't found them on this character, or found them since I muled. We're getting close though, I think. We're almost done this run. Rattle and amethyst, okay. Corruption has all but dissipated. Goodbye, corruption. Alright, good, it didn't go to cows. We're safe. We're nearing the end of the run, and I know it. Not much left to do. Pretty sure this is around where I started it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's some dead cows. Yep. I think that's it. Alright, let's go. Let's go try and cube one broadsword. Once we clean out inventory. Oh my gosh, bow and crossbow! What's with all the skillers tonight? What's with all the Amazon? It was meant to be. I must reroll Amazon. Right, more Zon gear. For the Sork, you want Act 2 Merc with Insight to tank hits for you. The problem is my Sork can, my Merc can never actually tank hits. That's why I went for the Act 3 for now, until I have better gear. As soon as I get to, like, Hell, my Merc dies in, like, 2 hits. And then I just have to revive him and spend infinite amounts of money. That's why I went for the bow for now, and then once I get some okay gear, I plan on going, yeah, usually I just teleport away, or something. I just, like, teleport kite. So the guys don't touch me. Alright, broadsword. We need... I think I do have an extra... Yeah. We can make us a perfect. Guess I could have left it in the cube. And then we need a Ral and an Am. I have a ton of Ams, apparently. But I guess I do not have... Damn, I was hoping I'd have one. Alright, I'll have to go to my mule. Grab me a Ral. Yeah, maybe I'll try one once I find a 4-socket pole. Honestly, I didn't save a 4-socket pole because I planned on doing my bow just like I did my other Sork. Until I get to Hell and find a decent pole arm. So I don't have any saved. Okay. Ral. Am. Amethyst. Broadsword. Okay, ready, guys? Let's see if we can finally be done with this and save our Laz, or if we are wasting our Laz. Moment of truth. Boom! Fuck! Rip. I was meant to waste the Laz socket. Bummer. Alrighty, well, I'll probably Laz it when my Sork hits 25 to be able to put it on. It's on my mule right now, so I don't have it at the moment. But for now, I am gonna hop off stream. I'll probably play for another 30 minutes. I might dick around on my Sork a little bit, start getting it a couple levels for like 30 minutes while I wind down, get a little more tired, and fall asleep and all that. So thank you guys so much for watching tonight. We will be back again tomorrow, same time as usual, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern for my daytime stream, 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern for my... Sorry, Cindersticks. No, I gotta go to bed at 6 a.m. Sorry, dude. But yeah, we'll be back 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern, 2 separate streams, and they each go for 3 to 4 hours. A decent poll can drop in late Nightmare and TZ Nightmare. Gotcha. But yeah, we'll look into it. Leveling the Sork wasn't too bad. I did Bow Amazon on my other... I did Bow Insight on my other Sork, and it went pretty good. So, we'll at least stick with that until we get a decent poll and stuff like that, probably. And then we'll change. But yeah. Thank you guys, good night, and I will see you in my next stream. Bye-bye.